People thought the boy was foolish, but what if I told you he was the smartest of them all? This story might change how you see life, intelligence, and success. Once upon a time in Dhaka's bustling business world, there lived a man named Mr. Khalid, a highly respected former entrepreneur turned minister. His company, his strategies, and his sharp decisions were discussed not just in the country, but internationally. When he spoke, even the top corporate leaders listened in silence. Every word of his carried weight, and every suggestion he gave was golden. But as always, great success invites greater envy. People started whispering, looking for a crack in his perfect image, and many believed they found it in his son, Armin. Every morning, Mr. Khalid would send Armin to a prestigious business meetup. The room would be filled with investors, CEOs, and seasoned entrepreneurs. And almost every day, someone would casually ask him, which is more important, funding or customer feedback? Armin always smiled and answered, feedback. And just like that, laughter would fill the room. Oh dear, he's nothing like his father. This kid's a joke, how foolish can someone be? He'll never make it in the real world. The mockery slowly found its way back to Mr. Khalid. Knowing that people laughed at his son's answers hurt him deeply. But he remained silent. That evening, he called Armin into his study. Son, he asked gently, tell me truthfully, which do you believe is more valuable? Armin smiled. Feedback, of course, Abu. Mr. Khalid sighed. Then why do you keep giving them a reason to laugh at you? Don't you see it affects my reputation too? Armin didn't argue. He simply stood up, took his father's hand, and led him to his room. He opened a small wooden box. Inside were printed reviews, screenshots, notes, and heartfelt messages from real users about his app, his product, and his service. Then he opened his laptop, showed graphs of growth, user retention, daily engagement, conversion rates all going up. Abu, if I had tried to impress investors from day one, these charts wouldn't look like this. They laugh because they can't see what I'm building. Each day, I collect feedback like silver coins. And from that, I'm building something solid. The day I say funding is more important, I might get money, but I'll lose trust. One day, investors will come because my product, rooted in feedback, will stand on its own. Mr. Khalid stood there, speechless. He looked at his son, the same son people laughed at. But in front of him now stood not a boy, but a true visionary. A year passed. Armin's small team, his little office, had become one of the fastest growing startups in the country. News portals ran headlines about his product. The same investors who once mocked him now emailed, "Can we meet?" And Armin, he hadn't changed. He still took feedback seriously, still analyzing data, still discussed in whispers and executed in thunder. Mr. Khalid no longer felt embarrassed by his son. In fact, he was proud beyond words. One day, someone joked again, "Does your son still say feedback is more important than funding?" Mr. Khalid smiled and replied, "Yes, because he knows those who speak less do more. You only know how to laugh, but he knows how to build the future. If you're a dreamer or a rising entrepreneur, don't expect the world to always understand you. Some will laugh at your thoughts, others will call them foolish. But if you stay focused, work little by little every day, one day, your success will speak so loudly that the world will fall silent." If this story touched your heart, give it a like, subscribe for more powerful stories, and share it with someone who's silently working toward their dreams. Their time is coming. Let them believe.